Hey, everybody, this is It's All Hypothetical, a podcast that can talk about anything from politics to zombie apocalypse. I'm your host, Spencer, and I'm going to be joined today with my good friend, Taylor.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Taylor. And I'm in college right now too. So I am working on my degree in aviation science and management, and I'm in my third year.
Nice. Uh, Taylor and I are old friends from like our teenage years. We met when we were 11, right?
So our families knew each other beforehand, actually. My mom said
Really?
she. My mom said she actually said. My mom told me she babysitted Courtney when she was a baby.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that until later.
Dang.
So technically,
Dang.
our families known each other for a while, but I don't think I met you until I was like eighth grade, maybe ninth grade, something like that.
All right.
Yeah.
And for people that have been listening for a little bit, you know that I've been bouncing around with different hosts with me. And I think that Taylor is going to be a bit more of a permanent host. And we're trying to get a third one just to round it out.
Hopefully soon.
Hopefully. Oh, I can't wait. Anyways, so this is a hypothetical question podcast. So let's get on in on it. Our first hypothetical is going to be, what animals do we think would be cute that would have fur that don't already have fur? It's like fish, reptiles, things with feathers. What do you think would look cuter with fur on them? I'm going to say this right now. I would love a furry snake. I think that the main reason I think that I don't like snakes because of the scales. I think that if they had fur, I would have one. Because that's just a scarf now. It's just a scarf.
I don't know. With snakes, I'm not gonna like snakes no matter what. I think.
You
But I
don't
think
like
about
them
how
at
okay.
all?
So if it's gonna be furry, how would you make it furry? Is this the straight fur, or would the fur be like the scales, where like the different colors at the same time too?
Um, the fur. Okay. This is a good question. The fur will be like dog fur, the different
Yeah.
types of dog fur. So if it had like larger scales, maybe they're
Mm.
fluffier. If they have smaller scales, maybe they're like a chihuahua, where something like that.
Ah, I got you. Hmm. What if I don't know if I would like it to have fur, but I think it'd be a cool idea if a hippo had fur.
I didn't even think about hippos. That's
A
just
hippo.
skin. Yeah, a hippo with fur. Oh, but they would be weighed down so much in the water. Also, screw hippos. Did you hear
They're
about
aggressive
these?
as hell. I didn't know
They
that.
are. I. Okay, let's be honest. I learned
Uh,
this from TikTok.
uh,
Hippos kill more people. Hippos kill the
yeah,
most amount of people per year.
I heard about that. That was crazy to me. Apparently, they're super aggressive. I did not know that.
I thought they just like those little marble things.
Well, apparently, the reason why they stay in the water for such a long time too is because their skin, like their
It
skin
just
is like
dries
really,
out so quick.
yeah,
Ooh,
it's like super
wait,
sensitive.
pigs are already furry. I was gonna say
Well, that's a boar.
well, pigs are boars. They're just naked
That's true.
boars.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
You put a pig out in the wild, they grow tusks, they become a boar.
Yeah. Wow.
If I'm wrong, I'm sorry.
I don't
But
know. I don't know much about that. But yeah, I can't imagine a hippo with fur.
what kind of would they have a lion mane? Would we give
I don't
them a
know why,
lion mane?
but when I think of a hippo that's furry, I think of like a baboon fur almost, and I
I was
think of like
about
the
to.
belt. I think of the belly being hairless.
Yeah,
That's what I think
I
about.
was about to say an elephant with fur. That's just a mammoth. That's just a
Yeah,
mammoth.
yeah, we could picture that.
We
That's basically a
had
hippo.
the.
That's basically now you say that. That's basically what a hippo could be too.
It's just a mammoth. Yeah, I get.
Yeah, it's like a more
Rhino
well-rounded
with
than.
fur. Rhino with fur. Do they have fur? No, they don't have
No,
fur.
no.
They're just
What?
hard.
Oh man, I feel like a
See,
rhino would
I
have
was
like
thinking like
bovine hair.
reptile. Like, would we give a cobra fur and then just and then I
Oh,
don't
like when
know.
like it spans out, like the fur sticks out.
Yeah.
Uh
Now, what furry creature do you think would be cool to not to have scales? Scaly
Dude,
dog.
a
Alligator
tiger.
scales.
A
A
tiger,
tiger
dude.
with
A
scales.
tiger would be so badass if it
Oh,
had, dude.
if I saw a tiger with scales, I'd be like, it probably breathes fire. If that is
I'd be
the
scared
closest thing
shitless.
to it. Oh, honestly.
No, because imagine if it has scales, what if it's like alligator scales too? Because alligator scales are super tough.
Mm-hmm. Like you can shoot an alligator with like a shotgun and it does nothing.
Yeah, like I think there's like a certain spot behind the head you have to shoot it in order to kill it.
Well, yeah, also things with alligators, they have a really weak the opening muscles to the mouth. So if they close it, you got to hold their mouth shut.
Oh yeah, you're not getting me on top of that thing. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Crocodile Dundee. I find that funny. He didn't even die from a crocodile.
Hey, man's a legend. Focusing race.
He taught us so much. Like, look over there. That thing's a cobra. One of the most dangerous things in the world.
I'm gonna
touch it. Yes, that is a joke from Fluffy. Hey, we're talking about fluffy things, and we made a joke.
Hey,
from
Fluffy.
There we go. There it is. We did it, guys. Top comedy.
All right,
that's
it. We're done. Let's peak.
So early. Like that guy that peaks in high school. Did you know I played on varsity? Yes, Kyle.
It was 20 years ago.
Shut up.
You're 36 30. Now. Get over yourself.
You tried to become a coach, but you didn't realize that you also needed a teaching degree. So now you're just a janitor.
Damn.
Nothing against janitors. We need them.
Yeah.
But Kyle can become a janitor.
I was almost there. I'm telling you. If I
only you weren't, Kyle.
I was the best of my time.
I bushwiggled my knee. No, you were from a small town with a very small amount of people in it. So you being the best on the team was not a big accomplishment. You were outran by a girl in a wheelchair.
Hey, that was a fast wheelchair she had right there, goddammit.
It was an electric one from Walmart.
I'm telling you, that wasn't a fair race. It was rigged from the beginning.
There was a slope.
Tell you, it was that downhill. There, I tell you, that track was wompy.
But yeah, imagine like a scaly dog.
I would buy more dogs.
Like a Jack Russell Terrier, something like that.
Like a Doberman.
Ooh. Or what's those big old dogs that you can like ride?
Oh, like not the Hound, they're
Great Dane.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Just a giant scaly dog.
Jesus.
Would they still be cute?
It depends on how the scales are laid out.
Okay. It's not like the fake dinosaur scales. Like it's all like muscle and sinew, like skin tight to them. They still have their like fat and stuff on them.
But wouldn't they technically be like a giant lizard then?
I guess so.
That's what
we already have the
cats.
Dragons. I don't think that cats would change very much. They already sleep in the sun. So
yeah, fuck cats. I hate cats.
I love cats.
I'm allergic to them. That's probably why.
Well, yeah,
your cat tries to kill me, dude. Your cat, I swear to God.
Like, my cat loves you. My cat wants you to give her love.
Every time I wake up, that cat is right next to my head, dude. So I slept on the couch at one time. I was about to die. And she's like, I'm going to sit next to his face. Oh, my goodness.
You woke up all like puffy.
Dude, I was about to die. Oh my goodness. And it's not like I don't have to touch her. She's got to be near me.
Yeah, Minerva's just like, hey, what's up, dude? I'm going to try to assassinate you if you sleep.
Yeah. And I think cats are cute, but like they just kill me.
Oh, yeah, I get that. Why is that a thing? We can manipulate genes. Why can't we get rid of allergies?
See, I don't think
we have gotten to that point of manipulating genes, but we get like, I think that like this one guy over in Asia, he took these children and was able to increase their memory in like their brains and also like their reaction time or something. I'd have to look into it more. This has nothing to do with these with the hypothetical, but I just heard about this. Was this guy who's able to manipulate like brain activity, and also like they're trying to make it so that people are better people, like
Well,
people
we're gonna just
2.0.
what's that movie called? Where she went use 100% of her brain activity.
Oh, Unlimited.
No, it's like a name. It was legit her name. Um,
Oh, Zoe. No.
you know what I'm talking about, right? Like at the end of it, she came like a god or whatever. I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
happened.
yeah, yeah.
That's the one with Morgan
Humans
Freeman in
don't
it.
do that. That's not what humans
Nah,
do. We
nah.
use 100% of our brain, just not
At
all at the
once.
same time.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what if we could? You would die. That's too much activity. Your brain overheats. And
Yeah. But
like,
no,
have you
like
ever been thinking about something to the point where you get a headache? That's your brain working too hard.
we
That's
just need
why
a
you
bigger
need a
cooler.
nap.
Need a bigger
You,
CPU
you
cooler.
need to you need to like attach that the PC water coolant thing to your head.
Yeah, but that would help.
Just have it go. Just have it going through.
I am all knowing.
I mean, that's what Bender did when he got really smart in Futurama.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't
I haven't
see
seen all
that one?
Futurama. No, I used to watch Futurama all the time in high school. And then like after high school, I never watched it again. I used to watch it all the time. I think the last thing I remember watching was like the old man was like space drifting.
Sup, Doc? No one calls me that.
What was it
Literally
called? It was like time drifting. I don't know what the hell it was. It was funny as hell.
I have no idea. But anyways, so cats and dogs with scales are just lizards, I guess. But a kimono dragon with fur, I think that's an SCP.
I feel like I've seen that one too.
Yeah,
The
I
SCP for
think
that one.
yeah, like it's like 682 or something like that. The unkillable lizard. That or the picture just looks furry because they constantly have it in a vat of acid.
Oh no, Komodo dragons are pretty much assholes too. So I don't know if I want to see that furry.
Uh,
You ever seen Komodo dragon? Like them things eat deers.
those things will eat a person if they
Yeah.
get too
Oh yeah,
close.
for sure. They're aggressive too.
Mm-hmm. Like how have we let that survive? There are some things that do need to go extinct.
Like what?
Komodo dragons, for one.
I don't know. I think because I think they're only like in
Jellyfish
India. Like
or
they're only in
another
like
thing.
the Asian area of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, I get that, but like, what do they do? They don't do anything.
I don't know. I don't know.
Except
I
for
feel like they do have
food
something with
chain
the
stuff,
do what?
like food chain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I guess if you get rid of the entire thing, we learned this from like PBS Kids or something like that. If you get rid of an entire species of something, it will mess up the food chain. But I don't even know what Komodo dragons eat other than dreams.
But you know, speaking of, you were talking about cats. Cats are actually a really invasive species.
They are. You put
They
them
kill-
in a new neighborhood, all the birds are gone.
Yeah, and that's why cats are actually. I think in Australia they're actually killing cats because there's so many. Because they've killed so many. They're the reason why so many birds are gone extinct.
Yeah.
They just kill
Same
them.
thing with Hawaii, I think.
Really?
Or was that
I know.
rats? I think that they had like an
I know
invasive
Australia.
species.
I think in Australia they're a nuisance. So like in America, so like boars are a nuisance in Georgia. So if it's a nuisance, you illegally shoot them without a license.
I think that black bears are like that up in Maine right now.
I don't know if
Like
bears or bears.
No, the grizzly bears are endangered. Black bears, they kill like 200,000 of them every year, or something.
Really?
Or some crazy number like that.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And then there's too many. Apparently, there's too many polar bears now.
I don't know. I don't want to say like because of the ice caps, but then
the ice caps, like that, they've been driven to land now, and they're getting too close to humanity.
Did you hear about the polar bear grizzly thing?
Yes, the polar bear grizzly thing. I was about to bring that up. We got these super bears.
Yeah.
Slightly bigger than grizzly bears, as aggressive as polar bears, but they can survive in warmer climates.
Okay, so here's another question.
Terrifying.
If say we there was no restrictions on how animals can
Scaly
mate.
bears.
Oh yeah, no, not even that. That's something like if there's no restrictions to animals on how they can mate, because you know, certain animals can mate with other animals because it's not possible. It's not compatible. Well, if every animal could, like anything, living thing in the world can mate with each other. So it's like a human can mate with a horse and make something. Centaur. There we go. I mean,
No, the furries. The furries are
no. We gave them power.
Wait, could we genetically modify monkeys to the point where they can breed with horses? Then we can have monkey centaurs.
That'd probably be our demise, I believe. That'd be the reason why the humans go extinct. This giant this monkey centaurs of spears is going at it.
Banana.
No.
I didn't see that in what was that movie with the monkeys? Dang it, the punchline. Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes, yeah.
Ape of the planet. I am the ape of the planet.
I am planet. Monkey.
But I think I would want to try to make as many of the Greek mythology creatures as possible. Like make a Pegasus, like make a flying Pegasus. None of the human ones. I don't want any of the human ones. I don't want someone fucking a goat to get a satyr. But
see, this is funny too because I wish because I know you're watching One Piece, but if you get further into it, there's this one animal that it's funny because it's a Pegasus, but it's a fucked up version of a Pegasus. It's like almost inverted.
Oh
yeah, it was
like bird body, horse head, or
I can't remember what it was. I can remember how it looked. It looked like it had like a bird head and like horse wings. Not horse wings. Yeah. But it had wings, and on it looks like because I remember like it showed the men riding it coming out of the shadow, and like oh my goodness, Pegasus, and like, it looked really cool in the shadow because it's only showing the shadow form, and then it came to light, and like it showed like what it actually looked like, and like what the hell is that? I don't know. It just looks fucked up. It was funny.
Yeah, I need to get back into One Piece. I'm not going to make the excuse. Oh, it's so long. It's just.
But it is.
It is. Of course, it is. But that's an excuse as to not to watch it. My excuse is I've just been busy.
Yeah,
I haven't watched that much stuff because one, I've been working.
It took me like 6 months to catch up on One Piece. It took me forever.
You can't just have it going.
No, I took a big break too. I started watching like August, and then like yeah, but it just took a while.
We are no longer talking about the premise. Anyways, this was an amazing tangent. But let's go on to our second hypothetical.
Oh, you're talking about mine? Okay, so
yeah, we're talking about yours.
Oh, so I don't know where to start this off.
Oh, that smooth transition.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. But no, so like the thing I have so this dude I listened to his name is Dr. Oleg. Dr. Oleg Kanush or whatever. It's hard to say because he's Hindu. And this dude, so he was becoming a monk in India for like 7 years. He was gonna train to become one, and then like he didn't do it. He came back, got married, whatever, American lifestyle, whatever. And so one of the things he was talking about was the separation of the body and the mind, and how they're fundamentally almost inherently hard to I can't say the word differ from each other. You know what I'm saying?
Differentiate.
Yeah. So one thing he was talking about, so how the way it's hard to differ when you're in a dream because when you're in a dream, you don't know you're in a dream unless you realize it some way. You don't always realize you're in a dream until you wake up. Right?
Very true. I've had some traumatic ones, but
yeah, it's pretty crazy because that was one thing. So one thing he was talking about, how do you know what's real and what's not? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes
theology.
So go ahead.
A bunch like this is a very big topic right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I love it too.
But this is a question that we've always been like, how do we know that this flower is real? Oh goodness!
But again, how do you? So speaking of, how do you know that flower is real though?
I honestly don't know the feeling.
Tell me what you think.
Like the smell.
You can smell it, okay.
The fact that I'm real. We have to base the fact that other things are real off the things that we are real.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can't tell the difference in a dream. In the dream, you could feel, right?
Yes, you can. That's what I was about to say. Like the feeling, but that can be faked. Our brain could constantly be lying to us.
Yes, but here's one thing. Okay, have you ever had a dream? Because I know I've had one where you're something's happening and you get stabbed on your side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh
and you
yeah.
wake up and you feel that pain on your side.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you know what was in the dream wasn't real?
Oh,
You
that.
see what I'm saying?
Oh goodness. Yeah. Here's
Mhm.
the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I I had a dream that I was running away from something. I don't remember what it was. I do remember that I twisted my ankle in the dream, and then for the rest of the day, my ankle was fucked up.
Mhm.
Like I was like, oh, why am I limping? What did I do to my ankle? And I was like, oh, I probably just slept on it wrong. But it felt as if I had like twisted it while I was running. Now this is interesting
Yeah.
because how did that happen? Was my brain just being an asshole that day? Like, oh hey, dude, you twisted your ankle, or
Yeah.
and like faking the pain, or was that real?
Yeah, and that's the thing. This dude. So he was talking about that too, and this is when you start getting into like monk stuff. So you start talking about like the monks start to believe the separation of the body and the mind are fundamentally the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So the mind and the body are one,
Yeah.
and you can't separate them, but it takes years of training. I think is what he was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you start getting into like meditation. You start getting into you know what is it called? It's a type of sleep, but you're asleep but awake at the same time.
Oh, conscious, not God. Raven, what is conscious sleep? Like you know you're dreaming?
Well, you said it and I forgot the word. Hold on.
Nobody knows this is a dream.
I think I have it right
Lucid
there on the tip of
dreaming.
my tongue.
Lucid dreaming.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's what we saw. They actually they teach a form of lucid dreaming. So basically, what they believe is, or I'm paraphrasing because I don't want to say like I might be wrong. So basically, what they believe
Yeah.
is, lucid dreaming is a
We
form
aren't
of
here
basically,
to be right.
huh?
I said we're not here to be right.
Yeah, I just don't want to give wrong information. Maybe
Yeah,
who
I
knows?
understand.
I might be wrong this whole time, but who knows? But basically, lucid dreaming is a form of enlightenment, almost. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, if you could achieve, because I think what they're talking about, you could lucid dream whenever you want. It's like almost like you can sit down and lucid dream, and that's
That
basically
would-
what
So pretty
and
much
that's what
you
that's what we get
sit
into the
down and you just imagine.
yeah. That's why we get into the conversation as if you could lucid dream, how do you know the difference between reality and dreaming? What are those what
I think this comes down to physics.
no
In a dream.
okay, so that's a Western view though. If you look at the
That's
Western view of the world,
Okay.
yes,
Mhm.
because say like in Asia, but they don't believe that because you look in the Western
They don't
society.
believe in physics?
No. I'm talking about like ancient times. You're talking about like so like say here in the Western view, we believe how the brain works is neurons, right? Neurons
Mhm.
firing off and doing this and that. But what he said was fundamentally is incorrect because if that I'm gonna say it like this, he might have said it different, but basically if you're describing it that way, you're basically a series of codes in your brain. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Even to me, that doesn't sound right. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you're just a bunch of codes that if you do this, you have to do this. So you're basically like an RPG game where you do this and activate something.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right to me. You know what I'm saying? Like in your brain. And that's kind of a Western view where we're just a bunch
I
of
think
neurons.
of the fundamental truths of the world, like gravity. I drop this,
Yeah.
it's gonna fall.
Well, that's when you start
So-
getting into like physics and science and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. And like if I punch a window, it's going to break. But that's not always the case in dreams. Like, when you're running, I know what it's like to be running.
Mhm.
But in a dream, that's very different. Or at least in my case. I know that there's a meme going around like trying to run in dreams, be like, but
Yeah.
I
Like running through jello.
but that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
It feels different. I have noticed that in my dreams, it's not the fact that I run slow. I don't feel the impact of my steps in dreams. So I'll be moving my body, but I don't feel my joints moving. I don't feel my feet connecting to the ground. Something with my dreaming. I know like right before I wake up that I'm about to wake up. Do you know how I know this? Because I'll realize, oh, I'm in a dream. Crap, that means I'm about to wake up.
I don't know if it's been such a long time because I know when I was really small, I used to lucid dream a little. I didn't know like what it was until I researched it later. And it's a really hard thing. I don't know. Have you tried lucid dreaming before?
I've had plenty of lucid dreams. I can't remember them.
I'm not surprised because
Like,
you have a very active mind too.
Yeah, sorry, I was being distracted.
Very good.
But yeah, it's just like I've lucid dreamed. I got to the point where I was like, oh, I know I'm dreaming. I'm gonna fly. So I went up and flew. That's the way that I figured out that I lucid dream is that my knuckles do this thing from like whenever I used to box and fight people. They always
the
pop,
thing you do.
They pop they pop whenever I do that. In dreams, they don't do that because, like I said again, I don't feel my joints moving because my real body they're not. So, like if I clench my fist in a dream and it doesn't pop, I know I'm dreaming.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So, like, you just have to find that thing that does that for you.
Yeah, and that's how you could differentiate. I can't even say the word. You know what I'm trying to say. But that's
like what was that one movie called where they just kept going lower and lower? Inception. They all had that one thing that, like the guy had the top that would never stop spinning if they were in the dream.
I don't remember if I've seen Inception. I can't remember.
It's a great movie. Go watch it. Really, really trippy. Figure it out. That's all I'm gonna say is figure it out.
Here's the other question I have for you too. This is a random question, just out of nowhere, out of context. So I saw this the other day. It was pretty funny actually. So say you got home and your parents look at you at the door, and they start questioning like, "Oh, we had $200 left taken out of our bank account. Where is it?" And they're blaming you for it, and you don't know. Like you're telling, like, I don't know what you're talking about, and they beat your ass. Okay, so they spank you, they punish you, and they do all this stuff, and you're like, I didn't do anything. And they don't believe you at all. And at the end of it, they say, go to your room, and you go to your room, and you get to your bed, and on your bed is $200. What would you do? Would you keep the money, or would you give it back to your parents? But you already got the ass beating. Okay,
I already got the ass.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The $200 is great, but I see money as I can always make more money.
Well, let's say you're like 12.
Well, yeah, okay, fair enough. I was thinking like, why am I getting my ass beat at 21?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. You know.
Yeah. I think that my conniving little ass would be like, ooh, I'm gonna get them to apologize.
See, maybe when I was younger, I would have thought that. I don't know. I feel like now, like
you just keep it because you're like,
I think I would keep it.
Paid for this.
I got my ass beat for this shit. I'm keeping this.
I get that. Yeah.
But at the same time,
my
dude,
conniving little ass would be like, ooh, I'm getting my parents to apologize.
I feel that too. Because at the same time, I feel like, even though I got my ass beat for it, at the same time, they're still gonna be mad at me later for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's like I don't know. I feel like it's like a lose-lose situation no matter what, because you already got your ass beat. And then again, you have the $200, and then they're like,
but then what if you go down and your parents are like, ha, we knew you had it.
That's what I'm saying. And at the same time, they could be like, or even that, or even where like for me, like I know my parents, they'll probably be like, they take them like, oh, so they'll be like, I guess you didn't have it, and then they'll be like, okay, and they won't say sorry.
My parents try their best to treat their children with respect, but like sometimes it just falls through the cracks, and I understand that they're just human. Yeah, but like, my dad would apologize. My mom probably wouldn't.
I could feel that. I don't know if my dad would apologize. I know my mom probably wouldn't. Maybe I don't know.
Well, my dad, I don't know. I don't know what it is about my dad. I'm not going to say he's more humble than my mother.
Your dad's cool as hell. I understand your dad. Like, I love your dad.
You get to see him be the cool Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Your son. Your son. Yeah.
I got stories, but no, I don't want to get
This is like
arrested.
This
No,
fucking
no,
PTSD.
No, I just don't want to paint them in a bad light because all the
Yeah.
stories that I have are like far and few. They're few and far in between. So
Well, your
like,
parents is like some people you're gonna view your parents in a different light than what other people see because
mhm.
again, you're their kid.
Well,
And
I told people like, oh yeah, my parents used to spank us. One time, my dad was trying to teach me how to head a ball for soccer, and he just kept throwing it at me until I was on the ground. And people were like, man, your dad's abusive. I'm like, well, he didn't constantly do that kind of stuff. There was just a few instances that were far in between each other.
See, I believe in ass beatings because that's discipline. I mean, I got my ass beat. I mean, I remember one time. I remember the first time
I wouldn't have the work ethic I have right now if I didn't get
for sure. Beat. Exactly.
So go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you're good. But I was saying, because like I believe in ass beatings. I can remember like the first time I said a cuss word to my mom. I was like 15. Okay, worst mistake of my life. Okay, and the worst part, my dad was outside cutting wood. He was cutting wood, and he had small pieces laying on the ground. And we're outside, and she told me to go do something. And I said, what a bitch is what I said. And she heard me. And I swear to God, she turned to like immediately like kill mode. She grabbed a piece of wood. And I was like, oh shit, because I saw she heard me. And I started running. I'm talking about she threw that piece of wood. And I was running inside. And I'll say the piece will go flying past me like, oh shit. So I go inside. I make it inside. And I see she's right behind me with the other longer piece of wood. It's about to beat my ass. And my dad had to come running after her. She blocked him. Because I was like against the wall because she's trying to beat my ass. My dad was like, hey, stop, chill, you know? And she like tried to go around him and she like went over his shoulder and it almost hit me. And all I see, because I was against the wall, all I see is wood just hit right next to me into the wall. I'm like, oh shit.
Now for some context, your mother is Panamanian.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's Hispanic, so she wasn't gonna pull up with that bullshit.
Oh yeah. I was just giving people like
yeah. Oh no, she still beat my ass, but not with the wood. Yeah, my dad was like, put the piece of wood down.
She got her flip flop off.
Yeah.
Now, what
she beat my ass
in a Hispanic woman's hand? A piece of wood or a flip flop?
My goodness, I remember one time too. I'm not talking about my mom, but I was kind of a little shit growing up too. So like, you know, I kind of agree.
All
with some
the
of the
stuff that we talk about, we completely deserved when we were children, and it made us better.
Yeah, it makes us who we are today. Like, discipline. Yeah.
I got these to beat up my dad.
He still beat my ass.
Oh, I beat my dad in a fight. I beat him already. I won.
My dad's a big guy. I can't. I don't know.
Nah, but like you just got to grab them by the shoulders. They're old.
Go for the legs. Go for the legs and just lift off their legs.
Yeah. All right. Conclusion to your question. Mm-hmm. Let's conclude your question when we head on to the last one.
You want me to, or you want to say conclusion, or you want me to conclude?
No, conclude. Like this was your question, so you go ahead and conclude.
Oh man, so I don't know if it's really a question. It's more of a topic I wanted to talk about, really. But I guess the only question I ever have is like, what's your stance on? Are you good? Oh,
I'm getting shot.
Oh. Nerve darts.
Now see why I took the other gun.
Stop. I'm recording. Sorry about that. No, I was saying like the conclusion of your original question.
So it wasn't really a question. It's more of a topic, but like
it was the topic. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I really had a question.
I'm just trying to put a book in.
I got you. So say like I'll say here's a question I have. What's your stance on lucid dreaming, I guess, or the difference between the mind and the body? How do you think
I think that with the proper technology, you could simulate real life if you put a brain in a jar.
Maybe. And then maybe for some other topic we could talk about later. We could talk about the you ever heard of the Jupiter computer?
Yes.
Yeah. That's basically we talk about some other time, but it's basically kind of what you're talking about in a sense.
Yeah. So just put a brain in a jar, and if you run a good enough simulation, you'll be able to trick that brain into thinking that it's everything around is real.
Yeah. I feel
there's no way, like people are like, what if we live in a simulation? Well, there's then what? Then what?
Yeah. Doesn't mean
You
what are
live
you
in
gonna
the
do about it?
simulation.
Yeah.
You live.
I mean, yeah, something really do about it. Just enjoy what you got, I guess.
Exactly. People are like, well, we can get into these topics later. Let's go on to our last one. How important is college actually? How important is it? Now, I've said this before. The three things that I think college is necessary for are lawyers, doctors, and teachers, because those are important. You need special skills that are actually being taught to you in a sit down, read it kind of way.
Yeah.
Doctor, you want them to have a college degree. Lawyer, you want them to have a college degree. Teacher, you want them to have a college degree. But a welder, they don't have to go to BYU or Harvard to be a welder.
Yeah.
Welding is not that easy. I understand this. It's just you.
But it's more of a hands-on thing.
It's a hands-on thing. You can't sit down in a classroom and just okay, so the welding thing, these are the neurons doing the electrons and yada, yada, yada. No, you give them the sticks, you clamp it, and you start welding. I'm using welding because welding jobs can pay just as much as lawyers and doctors. Teachers, we need to pay teachers more. But I chose a profession that can be as lucrative as these college degree things.
For sure. I think American college is a scam. I think American.
Yes.
I think so because it's just so stupid how much you have to pay to go to college here.
And
say
colleges
for me,
know that you'll have to. The colleges know that they'll be paid. Even if you don't pay
for
it,
sure.
The government will bail you out. There's
so many stupid things you have to for me. If I didn't have to go to college for what I have to do, I wouldn't have done it at all. I'm not a big fan of college. I don't really like college like that. Well, for me, I'm taking stuff that isn't related to my degree. I have to take English courses, science courses, math courses that are not even related to my degree or even to what I want to do when I
Here's the thing. I think the number is 90% of degrees are not used in the field that they are for.
For sure. Because I have to get a bachelor's in order to go to the airlines, which it's ridiculous. If I didn't have to do that, I wouldn't have done it.
You know how to fly, right?
Yeah, I already have my license. Yeah.
I know. That should be it.
Yep.
I know how to fly. Put me in the cockpit. Give me some what is something that you do anytime you get a new job? They train you. They fucking train you. I got trained to do dishwashing. You don't think I know how to do dishwashing?
Yeah.
I know how to do dishwashing, but they still trained you for it. You go to work for AT&T on the phone line and stuff. You get trained. No matter what kind of education you had, you still get a certain amount of training from them to do the job. Now, I chose lawyer, doctor, and teacher because you need specialized years of training for those.
Yeah, for sure.
But if I went onto a construction site and I'm like, okay, train me how to do this, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to get it.
Yeah. That's why you come to play. You get you have a what do they call it? Union schools. Because my dad, he went to a union to become an electrician.
Yeah.
And I believe those. I solely believe in. And those are really good because those schools are for specializing in what you want to do.
Exactly. I got into a theater degree because I'm like, okay, a theater degree, I get to learn something that I'm interested in.
Well, that's the thing too. College makes you they make you take degrees most of the time that you're not going to be able to do anything with later in life. I'm not talking about your degree, but say a lot of people go to school and they take a business degree. The majority of people do that don't even have a business.
Exactly. They're like, oh, this is versatile. I'll be able to know finances and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
No, half of y'all are going to be working at McDonald's.
Yeah, I guess it's worth $100,000 you work. Yeah.
Here's the thing: there's nothing wrong with work. I just hit my microphone. Sorry about that.
No, you got it.
But there is nothing wrong with working at McDonald's. There's nothing wrong with these low-end jobs. There's nothing wrong with that. If you work hard, they're needed. Who's going to do them?
Mhm.
Like, if everyone is a millionaire, who's
Mhm.
going to do those low-end jobs?
No one.
We're
Yeah.
just going to give them to the teenagers? I mean, I'm fine with that if we do,
Mhm.
but like, we need viable ways of increasing,
Yeah.
other than this Ponzi scheme of getting colleges rich.
Yeah. It's just ridiculous because they'll accept anyone that is willing to pay.
Yeah.
I mean,
And where is all this money going? Here's the thing.
it's going to the college.
I hear teachers complaining all the time. Oh, we don't get paid enough. We don't get paid enough. We don't get paid
Mhm.
enough. But what am I paying for? I'm paying out
No.
of pocket
I
right
mean, like
now.
that's the thing. Yeah, like, even the university, like professors, like they make decent money. Oh, I mean, compared to like school teachers, public school teachers, to make way
Yeah.
more, but
Mhm.
not as
Yeah.
much as I'm paying for me. For my 4 years to be like $120,000.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, but I mean, for me, it's kind of understandable because a lot of that is flight costs, as in I have
Mhm.
to fly and everything.
Yeah.
So like half of that is about flight costs. The other half
But
is just going to the school.
$50,000. That's outrageous to me. Here's
No.
what I think. Here's what I think. They need to come up with. Oh, you want a degree, and you want to get this degree? Here is a final test. All you do in college is take the final test. Here is a rubric of everything that will be on the final test. Learn as much as you can about this on your own time with Google.
Mm.
And
That's
then
how
take
majority
the
classes
test.
are today anyway. So majority classes, I know all my
Yeah,
classes.
but
I'm
you're
cheating on them
still
with Google.
spending thousands and thousands of dollars. I
Yeah.
will give you $300 for that test. You get $300 from me. That's it. The rest of the time, I will be self-taught on the rubric for that test that I'm about to take. You give me
Yeah.
the exact things that are on the test. No tricky business, because that's bullshit when people are like, well, you should have read the entire book. It wasn't on the rubric. You didn't teach us about it. Why am I supposed to know this when you didn't bring it up in your lesson?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm going on a little rant.
No. You're
These
good.
are these are things that I want to say to teachers from time to time, like, oh well, you didn't know the date, this single date. I have Alexa for that.
Yeah.
What-
It's
here's
just
the
so
thing,
many
here's the
easier
thing.
ways to do it.
I have doctors and lawyers in my family, and I'm like, what do you do when you don't know something? Do you just know everything off the top of your head? And my uncle, who's an attorney, is like, no. Why do you think I have this bookshelf of stuff that I can look into anytime I have a new case? I'm like, okay, so you don't just memorize everything. He's like, no, the dumbest thing that I ever did in college was memorization. That's stupid.
Well, no, because it's more of a practice and learn type thing. You learn along the way too. And that's the thing about college. It's so stupid because the prices of college already. This is more of a newer thing. Okay, this like back in the 70s and 60s, you were able to work a job like a minimum wage job and pay for college.
Yeah.
Okay, now you don't have a chance with that. Okay, you could maybe pay one semester worth of college for working, maybe after working for like a year or so.
People don't make that much money.
No,
My age, people don't make that much money. I made $12,000 last year. That's it. $12,000.
And how much is your tuition?
My tuition is about, like, I go to a cheap college, so it's
you got a lot of it covered.
$2,000, which
Okay.
is doable for me. But I am in an outlier school.
Yeah, I know. For me, my tuition is like $5, I think.
Oh yeah, no, I don't make that in a month.
Yeah, no, it's not possible.
It's not possible
and then
with the minimum wage jobs. And I'm not saying, oh, we should raise the minimum wage. I think that $9.50 is a good minimum wage.
Is that what it is over there for you?
Well, no, it's $7.25.
Oh yeah, for the
I'm not
federal,
saying raise it to 50.
Yeah, because I know some states have a minimum wage, and then there's a federal minimum wage is $7.25.
Yeah, the business that I work for, they go off of the federal minimum wage.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I started off $7.25, and they raised me up to $9.25 because I do a good job and I'm the only dishwasher that they have at the moment. So,
Yeah.
I'm hoping this takes off.
Dishwashing business. Hopefully
Say
not.
what?
Oh, I thought you said like it takes off like dishwashing business or something.
Yeah, the dishwashing business. No, this is a hobby right now.
Yeah.
But we all have dreams of our hobbies becoming a career. This would be an amazing career, just having a conversation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. It's possible. It's just
It is very possible. I've seen plenty of people do it. It's not thousands of people doing it. It's just
a handful. Yeah.
It's a handful of people, but they still are able to do that. And you gotta try at least.
For sure.
But yeah, it's just so stupid the way that it's set up because colleges, most people take out loans to pay for college. The college is guaranteed to get that money. But then the college students like, oh no, I'm in so much debt. Then the federal government came along and was like, hey, we will help you with that. We will subsidize it. That way the banks are paid off, but now you owe us.
Yeah.
And
at the end of the day, you're just fucked no matter what.
Yeah, you're fucked no matter what. Because the colleges are like, oh, if we raise the money, we are guaranteed to get that money from the banks. And the banks are like, oh, we're guaranteed to get this money from the federal government. And then the federal government's like, well, we already got the people.
Yeah.
So might as well. So it's just bullshit. I'm sorry. This last
No, you're good.
This last quarter has just been like a rant about college. But yeah, that's just how.
Well, I mean, that's what it is, though. That's what we're talking about.
That's how it is. Like,
yeah,
you should not be so stressed out about you hear about the college kid diet. I could only get ramen packs. That should not be the case.
Yeah, that's the way you have to live sometimes. I mean, I know for me, I have to I spend like $50 in groceries a week, and that'll last me like a week or two. And that's what I have to do.
Luckily, I get free food at the restaurant that I work at on breaks.
Yeah.
That's good. I want Olive Garden. Sorry, I just got nice. I just got the hunger. Just the hunger. Anyways, I think we're gonna call this off right here. We've had some pretty interesting thoughts. We've had some amazing tangents, and I hope that we will make this into like a weekly thing. Hopefully,
I'll be down.
Yeah, like every Sunday.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
But
next Sunday, I don't know, but we'll see.
Well, I'm gonna. No matter what day we record, I'm going to start uploading on Sundays.
Okay.
Like a weekly podcast. Is all going to be on Sundays.
Okay, I got you.
All right, man.
Well, yeah, it was good talking to you.
Good talking to you.
All right.
And signing off.